Hello guys and welcome back to another Road to Tier 10 PlayStation 4 video. Welcome. This is World of Tanks and I'm driving the Tiger. And we now have the Tiger fully upgraded. This is the Tiger with the long 88. So I've managed to smash out a few fairly decent rounds to bring you. I've got 2 replays I'm going to bring you today, and there's going to be plenty more to come over the coming weeks. And it's taken a little bit of getting used to. It's a pretty different tank, as anyone who's done this line, which is probably most people. You've probably noticed the difference between this and the VK36H forehand, which was a tank I was liking a lot. And that tank is a tank that can sit there and just eat shots. You can sit there and angle the VK36H and just bounce and bounce and bounce. The Tiger doesn't really work. It's more of a snipey tank. It's got a very nice hit point pool, so you can kind of use that to your advantage to sit there and soak damage, but you're not really likely to really bounce damage very much. So here we are. We had a little pause there at the beginning to look across the ice field just in case anyone got spotted. No one did, and we decided to move over here if we can get past this lovely little wall of friendly tanks. But yeah, you can use those hit points to just sit there and slog it out with people. It's got a lot of hit points, 1500 for a tier 7. But you're not going to bounce much because really the arm is so flat at the front, not especially thick. And that little bar you get across the top, even if you try and side scrape, you're always going to be showing that when you're actually showing your own gun. There we go, managed a nice shot on the chaff. So you're really going to struggle to bounce too many shots unless the people just really don't know what they're doing or don't know where to shoot you. So here we go, we moved up to this corner. I'm using this guy in front of me as a little bit of cover, fluff one shot into the SU, so I just keep behind him, line up another one a bit more carefully, put that one home. You can tell he's looking at me, but I'm just going to wait here, hopefully we can get him. Unfortunately not. Tiger has very nice DPM, pretty quick reloading gun once you get the top one as well. But we've taken out this guy. I want to push these guys pretty hard because we've got no one on the ice field behind us and no one on the bridge either. So they could be getting around and flanking us any time. I want to push these guys nice and strong, which we've done. There's a VK36H, the little brother. Put one into him, damages ammo, which is nice. Although he'll probably just repair that. And really, I think I finally decided to try and do a bit of side scraping here, but it's almost kind of feels not worth it. I managed to bait a little shot there, which saves you a little bit of health. And can be a really useful. It's easy to underestimate how much those little shuffles help you out. But every time you manage to do a little fake like that and dodge a shot, that's 1 damaging shot on the enemy and 0 damaging shots on you. So it does all add up over the battlefield. And when it gets to the end of the battle and you've got lots of health left because you've been dodging lots of shots, you'll definitely appreciate it. So there we go, we pushed these guys hard, it's worked really nicely, and we're up behind this enemy Tiger who doesn't really seem too bothered about turning his attention to me, which is absolutely fine by me. I keep shuffling back just in case he changes his mind, but he doesn't seem to want to do so. So this is, I've got 2 replays to bring. This one is a bit more of a kind of weird sort of brawly. We're quite nice matchmaking. We're having a bit of a scrap, using the hit points, not really using the armor, not really using the sniping capabilities of it. Although Mountain Pass isn't really a map that you can especially snipe on anyway, apart from across the ice field perhaps. So we decided to push around and help mop up the enemy team. So I've really noticed the difference in my damage output. I think before I got the top gun on this, my average damage in the VK36H was higher than in the Tiger. It's now, I believe, gone over. I can probably pull those stats up in a minute and we'll have a look at those. But it's it really noticeable difference once you finally get the top gun on this tank. It's a really, really strong gun. Here we go, here's T150, doesn't really know what's going on. And you get to see a nice example of the Tiger's DPM battering the absolute crap out of someone. And he very kindly decides to shoot the chap behind me, go for the easy one-shot kill rather than shooting the guy who's shooting him, as many players in World of Tanks seem to prefer to do. So when I was on the, there we go, nice easy shot into the back of the IS, and we're just mopping up really at this stage. Oh, there's the enemy Hummel. Can eat a shot from him though, so no problem. Put one into him and just charge him down. Because I'm not exactly sure what the Hummel reload is, but I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have been reloaded then. So we go and mop that up. And unfortunately now our team are capping. The other guy is quite a long way around the battlefield, and I'm not really going to have much hope of getting over there. We are on for a top gun, but I'm not too bad. I'm not going to kick myself over capping with one person left on 5 kills. Like, top guns are, I don't know, top guns are 10 a penny. If you're on for a Radley Walters or a Paul's medal or something, it's crying time. But 5 kills not so bad. I'm still spamming negative to the good games and attack. So I never like to see a cap in that situation, but there you go. Not so bad. Yeah, so my average damage on my VK36H was 1.52k per battle. My Tiger's now up to 1.71k. But before I got the long 88, the Tiger was slightly under the VK36H. That's how well I was doing in the VK. Such an absolute beast tank. There you go. We did 3,700 damage. Very nice amount of damage for a tier 7 vehicle, and 1,800 base XP. A very respectable amount of base XP indeed. So very pleased with that. I feel it's really starting to come together now. I've got this Tiger fully upgraded, and it's really not going to be long until I've got the Tiger 2 as well. I'm absolutely smashing through it. I'd probably be there already if it wasn't for the fact that we had all these bloody Motherland ops. But anyway, also a very nice amount of silver there. There is an op on there, I think that's probably a 1.25, maybe a 1.5, but getting pretty nice silver with the Tiger just because the reliability of doing damage with every shot you hit is very accurate, and it's got good pen, so it gives you a lot of wasted shots, which is a lot of wasted, not a lot of wasted shots, which means not too much wasted silver. So let's jump into round number 2. So here we are with round number 2. We're actually going to drop in almost, 2.5 minutes into this game. We're on Prokhorovka. We got pretty nice matchmaking as well, or at least even tiered. But it was a really weird start to the game. You can see our team is kind of deployed along the ridgeline, and we've really yet to spot anyone. I think we spotted one guy so far, so we're starting to get pretty aggressive. I was planning on sniping down this flank, and was kind of hoping someone else would do the spotting, but because this tank, like I said before, it doesn't have the armor to sit there at the front line, really, unless you have really nice matchmaking or you just want to try and soak things with your hit point pool. Doesn't really work out too well. So I was trying to sit back, snipe. Not a lot was going on. We decided to push forward. So we got me in this 3485. And I started to realise that there couldn't be too much back here because nothing had got spotted so far. So here we go. Here's the Jagdpanther. Managed to get one into him. And he's very quickly taken out by the rest of the team. There's not too often in World of Tanks I like to rely on my teammates because you never quite know what they're going to be capable of. But thankfully we've got 2 guys behind us who seem to be reasonably capable of shooting the people that are getting spotted. So here we go, we've got enemy KV-1. Just going to push forward so I can get a better shot on him and get myself a little bit lower on the lower ground, so a little bit less vulnerable to shots over from the middle there. Get a nice shot onto him, aim another one in, dead center, take him out. So there's the enemy Tiger. Got him spotted up and he's taken some nice hits from the middle there. And at this stage I know there's no one down on that right in that corner because we've got close enough, so now we can work this little ridge and spot up all of their guys who are camping along by the base. Although, keep note that they are actually moving in on our cap as well at the moment. I think a lot of their guys went round on the flank. So there we go, another nice little kill. Just trying to find the sweet spot with the gun depression. The gun depression is pretty nice on the Tiger, but it's just that little blip on the ridge there that was holding back. There's one of the 3 enemy artilleries. Get rid of him, he would always be a one-shot. Thought it was worth doing. That Tiger's not really going anywhere in a hurry, and we can just sit here and wreck this guy before he can do anything, really. So you go, we've done a nice amount of spawning, a nice amount of damage already, and we've still got quite a nice amount of hit points left. We are pretty exposed sitting up here though, and starting to eat some shots from over on the middle of the railroad now. Calling desperately out to my team to defend the base right now. Because I've got enough, at this stage I'm thinking, well, I've got enough hit points here to really destroy everyone over this side of the battlefield. I feel pretty confident in that. But what I don't feel confident is the flag defense. Oh dear, so we're eating quite a lot more shots now and getting a little bit more spicy. Feeling a rustling in my beard. There we go, nice easy shot into the side of him. We land one more in the turret. Fluff that and don't quite lead it enough. There's another KV-85 sitting out in the open. Put one into him and decide I better get in some better cover. It's not really looking too good at the moment. I mean, we have got a friendly tank near their cap. Oh god, there we are, down to 15 health. We have got a... Nope, he died. Okay, he was trying to clear the cap. Didn't work out. He's dead. But we still got a couple of tanks. I don't have the biggest amount of hit points left anymore, though. And I don't have a huge amount of confidence that our team will do well. But there we go, we've got 15 health. Let's see what we can do with this KV-85. We've got one hit on him. He's eating some from the side. And then we go and manage to finish him off without getting a shot at all. It's always satisfying to take people down when they're on lots of health and you're on next to no health. But now, in this situation, this is a tricky one. I mean, my thought was my team aren't going to break the cap. They never ever break the cap. I'm going to have to go and do this myself. So originally my thought here was, right, I'll pop up, I'll spot the Churchill, go back down, hopefully the Ag Panther can kill him, and then we can move in on the cap together. Unfortunately, he's just waiting right there. And takes me out. That was kind of my game plan there. Didn't really work out. Shots start coming at Churchill, but sadly it is too little too late. And unfortunately, as the battle progresses, the Ag Panther, he is able to kill the guy in the cap circle. He's not quite able to kill everyone else on the enemy team, and we do end up losing. So let's just have a quick look at the post-game results. So there we go, that's the defeat, but we did manage to do 2,800 damage and over 3k assisted and over 1,000 blocked, which is pretty nice in a tank that isn't really that great at blocking damage. Well, compared to the VK36H at its tier anyway. But there we go, it's another mastery, silver mastery game, a 95%er. It's a very nice amount of silver thanks to all that spotting and a pretty generous handful of ops. And a very nice amount of base XP, 1900 base XP. That is my highest base XP so far in the Tiger. Still haven't got the mastery badge. It's a little bit annoying. I'm not sure if they're bugged out or if it's just higher than that. We'll see. I've seen some pretty crazy replays recently of screenshots of friends get, like a friend of mine sent me a screenshot of him getting 12k damage and like 5k assisted in the Object 268. It was about 2100 base XP. Didn't get a mastery badge. So I have a feeling there might be a bit of bugginess going on there. That feels pretty ridiculous. But we'll see. Maybe I'm just crap and I don't deserve one. But I think I've nearly unlocked the Tiger 2, but I think I'm going to stick with it. I really want to make sure I get the mastery on the Tiger before I move on and sell it. So I might play it up to 100 games and see if I can get the 3 MOE like I did with the VK, grind that crew up a bit, and maybe get a few more really nice replays for you guys before we move on to a new tank. Anyway, nice one. So that's it for today. A couple of nice replays. We'll have some more coming your way very soon. Do let me know what you thought about those games in the comments. And if you enjoyed them, please feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Nice one. Well, thank you very much for watching. My name is Ben. We are the Bid Guys, and I'll see you next time.